Hi, and welcome to another coffee break with Formation. So, today we're going to talk about one of the more controversial topics of engineering interview prep. And the question is, are algorithms a good test of engineering ability? So, I think the first problem with this question is that it is being asked as a binary yes or no question, when I think there are actually pros and cons, and there's also better and worse ways to conduct an algorithms interview if you were to conduct one. So it's not just a simple yes or no. But to get to all of the complexity and nuances of that would take hours, so I'm going to try to answer the question at a high level first. So, to attempt to answer this question, let me start with a brief recap of a very interesting conversation that I overheard recently. So, a few people were debating, what makes a good engineering interview, and they started, of course, with the popular statement that algorithms are just terrible, right? And there's emphatic agreement, and they proceeded to talk about other more practical assessments that are better. And then one of the people spoke up, and they said, but you know what the problem is with these practical assessments? They're always testing me on tech stacks that I'm not familiar with, and they always say it doesn't matter, just try to figure things out, but I'm obviously not going to do as well as someone who's already familiar with that particular tech stack? And what companies really need is an interview where that doesn't care about what tech stack you're familiar with and just focuses, on the underlying coding ability. And I was jumping down up and down in my seat. I was thinking, that's data structures and algorithms. you know? So I always say that engineering is all about combining coding logic with business logic. When a button is clicked, you want your code program to navigate to the checkout page because that is what your business and what your customer wants, right? And it has nothing to do with coding logic, right? That's pure business logic, where it should go. Now, what data structures and algorithms does is it completely strips away all of that business logic and focuses purely on the code without all of the fluff of user profiles and such. And if you think about it, data structures and algorithms are all around us in practical production code. The DOM is just a tree data structure that you may need to iterate through using BFS or DFS. And so, my answer to the question, are algorithms a good test of engineering ability? My answer, I guess, would be an emphatic, it can be. And I do have lots and lots of opinions on how to conduct a great algorithms interview, but we can talk about that in another video. So that's it for today, and I will see you guys in the next coffee break with Formation.